Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. Today is Manic Monday. So what we're going to do today, just to kind of have a little bit of fun today, we're going to do what I've heard of, it's called Palette Bingo. Now I saw this on Emily Noel 83's channel, Beauty Broadcast. So, I thought, hey, I'll give that a shot. Because I've never really done something quite like this before. And in order to do this, I'm using the 88 Neutral palette. I recently reviewed this in my Spotlight Saturday, and I'll link that video down below for you. But this right here is the palette I'm going to be using. Now, I'm going to be going... I've got it flipped upside down because of the mirror. But, basically, I'll have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 88 palette. So, now I saw this on her channel, and what she did is she had an assistant that helped her. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an assistant to help me, so I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. I took all of my smaller row, which is 1 through 8, which is the columns, or the rows rather. I took those and put them in this little jar here, and I'll mix those up. It's in this little jar. I'm just really sloshing them around, take my fingers and mix them up a little bit too. Then 1 through 11 I have in this cup here. Now I'll mix those up too. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the numbers. Okay. And I'm going to mix them up with my hands here too. Okay. Now, I believe that her husband drew 5 sets of numbers. One for B, I, N, G, O. So that's 5 numbers. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do here. We're going to start with the bigger cup, because that's the columns along this. And this first number is, we have a 2. We have a 2, and then we have a shake, shake, shake. We have a 3, a 2 and a 3. And what I'll do is I'll have up in the corner here exactly what numbers are what, like showing you what colors I'm using and everything up here in the corner. But, so we have a 2 and a 3. That on this palette, whoops, is this shade right here. But like I said, I'll have it up in the corner to show you what colors I'm using and all that. So we have a 2 and a 3. Or no, pardon me. That is, my bad. It's this color right here. I was doing 3 and 3. It's this color right here. Right there. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into the big cup again, and we'll draw out another number. I have a 1. So it's going to be in the first column. And then we have a 7. So we have a 7 now. That is this deep colored gray right here. But, so I drew out of this little cup for that. Now we're going to go back into the big cup, and we have a 3. Now we'll go back into this little cup here, and this is a 8. So we have a 3 and an 8. Okay, and that number, these are all fairly light shades so far. Right there is that shade. Now we'll go back into this big cup again. We have 3 sets. We need 2 more. 2 more numbers. 2 more numbers. This is a 11. So that's the very last column. And a... Let's see here. Whoop. There we go. 1. So another lighter shade it looks like. So 11 and 1. Looks like that one right there. Right there. And now we've got 1 more number to draw. 1 more combo. Alright, we have a 10. Let's see what the final number shall be, shall we? And here we go! This is a 6. So we have a 10 and a 6. 10, 6, 10, 6. This is going to be a very cool, well, I don't know. It's going to be a mixture of cool and warm tones. This is a bronzy shade here. Alright, so let's go ahead and swatch these out, shall we? Here's one of them. That's the 2 and 3. Right there. Then we've got the 1 and the 7. Now the rules with this are that you can pull in any other shades, like for a transition or whatever, but you're just supposed to incorporate all these colors into the thing. Then we have a, oh, let's see here. We did 2 and 3. We did 1 and 7. We'll do 3 and 8. That's 3 and 8. This is the first one, second one, third one. Then we will do 10 and 6. 10 and 6. That's what 10-6 looks like. Then we have an 11 and 1. So, let's see here. Trying to swatch all these out to figure out. Okay, that's more of like a, almost what I'd call a rose tone, but if you notice, every single one of those colors are shimmery. You know, so I probably will bring in some extra colors, but that's okay. I've never done this type of thing before, so please bear with me and hope it turns out okay, because I'm going to try to film another video after this one. So, but it'll go up before this one, because I'll be filming my favorites after I do this. I probably should have done favorites then this, but yeah. Okay, we're going to take this 3-8 shade, and I'm going to pretty much put that all over the lid. That's that color right there. I'm going to use 3-8, and I'm going to use a big fluffy brush here. I'm kind of just tapping off the excess right now. So, okay, so here is 3-8, and I'm grabbing my handy dandy little mirror here. I'm going to put that, sweep that all over the lid. Luckily it's not too terribly far from my natural skin tone, so it doesn't look too crazy. And I am going all the way to the brow bone with this as well. So. Alright, I'm going to take the 11-1 shade. I do believe it's, yeah. this is the 11-1 right here. It's another shimmery, but we're going to attempt it at least, and take that throughout the crease. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush here. Okay. And I'm putting just a little bit of that on my brush. And I'm going to work this in the crease a little bit. Now, I probably will have to pull in another color to deepen it up a little bit, but, you know, that's okay. And I'm just putting this right in the crease and blowing it out just a tiny bit maybe, but that's about it. You know, not going too hog wild with this. So that right there makes a decent transition shade, even though it is shimmery. So we're going to go in with 10-6, I think. And I'm going to grab this brush here. We're going to go into that. Yeah, put this on the outer half, basically, of my lid, because it's another shimmery shade. We got a lot of shimmer going on. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. And I've got some fallout happening. Not much, but a little bit happened, I thought. So, my eyes are watering. And I just put brown eyeshadow. There we go. Okay. Alright. I'm basically focusing this more on the outer half, because I'm going to go in with another color and deepen that up a little bit. We've got that gray type color, so we're going to use that here in a moment. This just kind of adds a little extra depth to this crease, because I'm taking it through the crease a little bit now. About halfway through the crease too. And with this brush, it is a bigger brush, so it blows it out a little bit more without my having to work at it. So, then I'm going to go into that 1-7. Yeah, 1-7. And I'm going to take, let's see here, I have the right brush here. Okay, I'm going to take this brush right here, and we'll go into that 1-7 shade. And that was the second one I swatched, and it is shimmery, like all the others, but I think it'll be okay. And I'm going to just stamp this like right on that outer V, pretty much. Just stamp it on, stamp it on. I'm surprised I didn't get any like the bluey type shades. Instead of stamping, I'm trying to like sweep it slowly on, this time the outer V area. You might hear some background noise. That's my dogs. Okay. Actually, that didn't turn out too terrible. I'm going to go back in with that 3-8 shade that I used. And I'm going to pick it up using this shadow brush right here. But before I put it on, I'm going to mist the brush really well. Again, this is shade 38. Misting the brush. That just helps it be a little bit more shimmery. I know we've got a lot of shimmer going on anyway. Why would I want more, right? But I figure, why not? Go big or go home, right? Right. Okay. And that just kind of really brightens everything up even more. But let's take this type of brush here. It's a more flat brush. And I'm going to go in with, now I'm straying from this a little bit. I'm going to go into what would be considered 2-8. It's the, what I consider a deep charcoal color. Some people would call it black. I don't, but, you know, that's okay. And I tap off the excess, and now I'm going to pat this literally right on that outer V. Get right in the outer V. And I just kind of blend it a little bit. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I can't see the camera. So. With a brush like this is one of the You Can Be brushes. You can really wedge it right into that crease. And that's what I basically have done here. And I am taking this in. Some people might even call this a cut crease that I'm doing, but I don't consider it a cut crease because I'm not using concealer and all that stuff. So if this is a cut crease, let me know. Because I'm pretty much self-taught here, so yeah. Now I'm going to go into that last shade, which is 2-3. It's a real silvery looking shade. And I'm taking this smudgy type brush here. We're going to go into that. We're going to put some of that on the lower lash line. Don't worry, I know it looks crazy right now, but you know, it'll look better. I hope. Alright. I normally wouldn't go for this much shimmer. But the things you do for the channel. Right? Right. Okay. Now I'm going to go into that deeper gray. That 1-7. Just tap in there ever so lightly. You know, tap in there ever so lightly. And we're going to take that on the outer, I'd say third, maybe quarter of this look. Okay, that right there is the main eye look. We've used all 5 colors already, but let's just go in for kicks and giggles. We're going to take that .38 shade on this big brush right here. I'm going to go into that a little bit. Tap it off, and we're going to go right under the brow, real lightly, real lightly with this. And then I'm going to take this little brush right here, and I'm going to go into that same color. Pick up a good amount of it, actually. Missed it. Didn't have it turned right. There we go. Alright. Alright, now we've misted it. Now I'm going to put this on the inner corner here. I still didn't get the brush wet. That's okay. This is a very powdery palette, but that is okay. Just remember to tap off your excess, and then you won't have as much fallout. You know, that's a gripe people have. Oh, it's too powdery, it's too powdery. Whoop-de-doo. Tap off the tap it off before you put it on. Does it affect the pigment? Yeah. Does it mean you gotta build it up a little more? Yeah. Is it that big a deal? No. So, yeah. It just... yeah. Okay. Let's find the brush I was using her. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right here. Okay. I'm going to take this brush again, and we're going to just add a little bit more sparkle. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take my finger. Okay. Use my finger, and we're going into that shade. And putting it right there, right in the middle. I can see where this palette, you could use up a color pretty quick. Actually, because I've already dimmed down the domes. So, that right there is the main thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Absolute New York Nano Liner. Looks like this right here. And I'm going to line my upper lash line a little bit. Now, it's really hard for me to talk while I'm doing this, so I apologize if I offend anyone by that, but that's the way it is. The tip is to look down into the mirror. And I'm going to go like this. I'm not really doing an actual wing necessarily, but I guess it's somewhat... oh, I didn't. I just thought it did. Even some of the best beauty YouTubers I've seen cover their face while they're doing some things, so I don't feel that bad about that. Okay. Now, one eye is easier for me to do than the other. You do smaller strokes, you're more likely to get it where you want it rather than trying to do one big old stroke. Alright. That right there is the liner. I'm still getting used to doing the liner, actual liner. So, you know, I'm not a perfectionist, or I'm not an expert at liner. You know, until I started my channel, I mainly stuck with neutral eyeshadows too. Well, this is neutral, but, you know, like brownie, you know, a brown smoky eye type thing, or stuff that's mild. Nothing too out there. To me, this is more out there than I've done before. I'm going to curl my lashes, then put on some Max Volume Mascara by Wet n Wild. It's the waterproof version. And if you want to know what all else is on my face, click on the video down below, because it's going to be in my favorites, most of this stuff. So, but the lipstick I have on with this look, that I put on ahead of time at least, is a Wet n Wild Catsuit lip. It's one of their nude type colors. And it's real pretty, you know, real nudie. So that right there is the finished look. And I tag every single one of you who watches this. If you want to do it, because I'd love to see what you come up with for palette bingo. Because there's all sorts of things you can do, whether you have a neutral palette, whether you have an 88 color palette, whether you have a 120 palette, whatever. You know, all you do is just number them like I did. Now, if you have an assistant, then yeah, you probably could, you know, have them helping you pick out numbers. Like if you got kids, let them pick out numbers. Give them something to do if you wanted to. But just number them across and then down. And there you go. You know. So, I mean, you can even use a number generator on your phone. I looked at that myself, but I just thought the cup idea was a lot easier. So this right here is the palette I used. It's from BH Cosmetics. Coastal Scents has one similar to it. And you can find other palettes kind of like this as well on Amazon. So, let me know what you thought of this look as well. Did you like it? Did you think it looked awful? You know, what do you think? So, because, like I said, I'm kind of new to this type of thing. I've never tried this much shimmer on my face, or on my eyes rather. So, you know, and it's just something new for me to try. So I do hope that you hit that subscribe button down below and follow me. And if you are already a subscriber, I want to thank you so much for being one. We have several good videos coming up. I know the Tutorial Thursday, I'm having a holiday glam look. Fix It Friday, I'm thinking of doing some DIY decor type things. So, you know, that'll be coming then. And then if I get my e.l.f. package in, I might do an unboxing Saturday, first impression type thing. If not, then I'll be reviewing the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation on Saturday. Then I've got my Sunday Superstars. Oh, and Saturdays are Spotlight Saturday. Then I've got Sunday Superstars. And I'll have a link down below to my WordPress blog where you can go and see what other videos are coming up as well. Because I have some good ideas coming and, you know, a lot of fun things for the holidays and just in general fun times, reviews, all sorts of different things. So I do hope that you follow me and leave me a comment and let me know you stopped by. Thank you so much for watching and you have a great day. Bye-bye.